Telling someone not to be anxious is basically telling them, stop being human. I'm not here to tell you what to do, nor am I here to tell you what to say. All I'm here to do is speak some kind words towards you. Why have we gotten to a place where we tell people when they're scared, don't be scared? It's not that serious. It's not that deep. You're anxious over that? That's not going to happen. Basically, what you're doing is telling this person whatever they're afraid of is invalid. Okay? They have a right to be afraid. They have a right to be scared because you don't know. You can't tell someone, oh, you're not going to fail that test. You don't know. You're going to get that promotion. I mean, I know you're trying to encourage, but do you really know? You don't. So, you know what? I feel like we need nourish. We need to speak kind words, but we also need to validate that sometimes those things they're afraid of can happen. But what do we do next? What do we do next? So, first, I just want to speak some life into you, some kind words. Whatever you're afraid of, whatever you're going through, it's valid. Okay? It's valid, big or small. If it's down to I might forget something, you might. If it's you might not get a job promotion, you might not. If it's you might fail your test, you might. You have a right to be afraid because it can happen. But let me tell you something. Even though it is okay for you to be anxious, you will get past it. That's what I will say. It may not be in the way you want, but you will get past it. I mean, think about it. There's probably so many things you were afraid of that you moved past. There were so many things I've been afraid of that I've moved past. Didn't know how I was going to get past it, but I did. So I'll say the same for you. It's okay if you're scared. You could take a little moment to just freak out. You could freak out a little bit if you need to. But listen, you are resilient. You are capable. You can do this. And even if it means you have to practice all night, all day, for whatever reason, that doesn't make you crazy, that doesn't make you incompetent, that doesn't make you defective, if that's the right word. Um, yes, you're a human. That's what that makes you. And some will handle their anxiety better than others. But we're not here to talk about them. We're talking about you. We're talking about you. Nourish yourself. Speak life into yourself. Say to yourself, I'm scared, but I know I can do this. And even if I don't do well at this, I'll get better. I'll get better. I'll keep working at it. It's really hard to want to fuel yourself if you don't know how. We don't live in a world where um, we see a lot of life speaking and, speaking life into each other. I realized that recently. We see a lot of how to's, what to stop, what to do. And that's all good and everything, but speak life. I thought about the tongue has the power of life and death. So of course, we're telling people what to stop, what to do, but life makes you energetic. Life makes you full of joy. Life makes you excited. So I'm telling you, it's okay to be anxious. You're alive. You're alive. You're living. You're human. And that's okay. You can't just experience joy. Anxiety also tells you what excites you, what you're passionate about. It shows you what you need to remove yourself from. It's a good tool. So don't feel ashamed for being anxious over certain things because I have. I'm like, man, I'm worried about so many things. This is ridiculous. Like, why am I worried about all this? But how does that help me? How would that help you to 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 beat yourself up over feeling how you feel? You're basically teaching yourself, I don't have a right to feel these emotions. And oftentimes it might stem from some people pretending to have it all together. We are not in the safest world now. We're just starting to get to a place where people are discussing, you know, um, mental health terms, such as boundaries, such as codependency, all these different terms, even down to the basic principle of naming your emotions. So, it anyway, it just gets difficult. Not everyone knows what they're feeling. Not everyone's a safe person. That's what I think I was going to. We don't live in a world where people are very soft. They project a lot, they project a lot. They say a lot of nasty things and they don't take ownership. Um, People criticize quickly. People don't always understand. And I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't done it myself. I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't even done it. The point is that it is easy to be more afraid. You don't know a person's intentions. You don't know what type of environments you may be walking into. You don't know, if you're, just anything. It could be anything, for you to be afraid of. But again, you got this. You are resilient. And if you don't feel like it today, you don't feel like it tonight, you don't feel like it tomorrow, you will get there. But just keep it in your mind like, I can be scared and I can still do this. I can be scared and I can still do this. Okay? I can be scared, and even if this doesn't go the way I hope, I pray that I can see the highlight in it, you know? Honestly, you are probably a very caring person, a very intentional person, a person who feels very deeply. And that's why you need to speak a lot of life into yourself. You take on a lot. You probably take on a lot. You probably take on more than you should be doing anyway. Nourish yourself. Speak kind words to yourself. Speak kind words to yourself. I have to work on that myself. Be transparent with yourself. If you're scared to speak in front of people, that's okay. I remember I admitted that I was scared of one of my coworkers. I don't care. Like, I had to say it because it's like I had to figure out, what am I feeling from this person? I don't feel comfortable around them. And what was it? It is what it is. It is what somebody else might like, oh girl, you're so weak. It doesn't matter. That's about them. And that's what I mean by a world that's not always safe. And along with nourishing yourself, be mindful of that. Be mindful of who you share with, you know? Be mindful of who you share with. You don't need to be around people who invalidate your feelings like that. That doesn't help you. That doesn't help you learn how to speak life into yourself. If anything, that's what you're picking up and putting onto yourself. But anywho, I have been missing with my channel. Still figuring it out, y'all. Whoever, if anybody watched this far, I'm still figuring it out. But if you're still with me for the ride, I appreciate you. If anyone took anything from this video, feel free to like the video and also leave a comment. Let us know how you've gotten over anxiety, a time you were dealing with it, and how you overcame it. If there's ever something that is really bothering you and you don't know how to speak that life into you, speak those kind words, let me know. And if I'm able to, I'll definitely, say some words for you on your circumstances. But other than that, I hope this video has been helpful, healthy. Well, we need to be healthy, but I hope this video has been helpful. And, it's been helpful for me. And I appreciate those who have been watching along my new channel and along this journey. Okay. I will talk to y'all next time. Remember to always be kind, or at least be kind when you really should be being kind. And I will catch you next time.